Have you ever wondered why, despite all the pills, the vitamins, the checkups and the advice, you still don't feel your best after 60? Maybe your joints ache more than they used to, maybe your energy feels like it's fading, or maybe you just don't feel quite like you anymore. Now here's the real question. What if the solution wasn't in a prescription bottle, but in your kitchen? In a world filled with miracle drugs and magic supplements, there are still some truths we seem to ignore. One of them being this: food is the oldest and still one of the most powerful medicines we have. But not just any food. I'm talking about the kind of food that nourishes your body from the inside out. The kind that calms inflammation, strengthens your bones, protects your heart and clears your mind naturally. You see, as we age, our body doesn't just need calories. It needs nutrients that heal, fats that support your brain, fibers that feed your gut, and compounds that protect every cell from damage. That's why choosing the right foods after 60 isn't just helpful, it's life-changing. But there's a problem. The foods that can truly transform your health, they're rarely talked about on TV. They're not sold in fancy packaging. In fact, they're often forgotten, overlooked or misunderstood, while processed products continue to dominate our grocery carts. So today, we're going to change that. In this video, I'll walk you through 7 of the most powerful foods you can eat after 60. These aren't trendy, they're not exotic, but they are backed by science and time-tested by cultures around the world for generations. And they might just work better than medicine when it comes to supporting your longevity, strength, memory, and happiness. By the end of this, you'll not only know what to eat, but also why it works and how to bring it into your daily life, without stress, without confusion, and without chasing another fad. So pour yourself a warm cup of tea, settle in, and let's begin your journey to better aging, one real food at a time. Let's begin with a food that might surprise you. It's not glamorous, it's not trendy, but it might be one of the most powerful foods you can eat after 60. Sauerkraut. Yes, that humble, tangy, shredded cabbage sitting quietly in the back of the fridge could be a game changer for your health, especially as you age. Here's why. First, sauerkraut is a fermented food, which means it's rich in probiotics, the good bacteria that support your gut health. And if you've ever struggled with bloating, constipation, or irregular digestion, this is a big deal. As we age, the balance of good and bad bacteria in our gut shifts. Our digestion slows. We absorb fewer nutrients, but sauerkraut helps restore that balance naturally. Unlike yogurt, which often doesn't survive the acid in your stomach, the probiotics in sauerkraut are hardy. They reach your large intestine alive, where they help reduce inflammation, support regular bowel movements, and even improve immune function. And that's just the beginning. Sauerkraut is also a nutritional powerhouse. In just 1 cup, you get over 700 milligrams of vitamin C. That's nearly 10 times the recommended daily minimum. And for anyone over 60, vitamin C isn't just for immune support. It's critical for collagen production, which means stronger skin, healthier joints, and less visible aging. It also fights free radicals that contribute to chronic diseases. Next, we have vitamin K2, a rare nutrient most people don't get enough of. It helps move calcium into your bones and teeth, and out of places it doesn't belong, like your arteries. That means stronger bones and better heart health, 2 of the most important concerns as we age. There's also vitamin U, a lesser-known compound that may support gut lining repair, help soothe ulcers, and reduce symptoms of acid reflux or gastritis, issues that are all too common in the aging population. Now let's talk about the base of sauerkraut, cabbage. Cabbage is part of the cruciferous vegetable family known for their powerful anti-cancer properties, but it's also one of the easiest cruciferous vegetables to digest. That means less gas, less bloating, and more comfort, even if your digestive system isn't what it used to be. So how can you include sauerkraut in your diet? It's simple. Start with just 2 tablespoons a day, added to your lunch or dinner. Look for raw, unpasteurized sauerkraut in the refrigerated section. Those versions still contain live cultures. Avoid the shelf-stable kinds, which are usually cooked and contain little to no beneficial bacteria. You can eat it with eggs, on top of a salad, or even on the side of grilled fish or meat. The flavor is slightly tangy, slightly salty, and completely unique, and many people find their taste buds begin to crave it after just a few days. Some people even drink the leftover juice as a digestive tonic. Just a small sip can help stimulate stomach acid and improve nutrient absorption. And if you're thinking, I'm not sure I'll like the taste, give it time. Your palate can change. What's more important is this. Sauerkraut isn't just food, it's medicine. Gentle, powerful, natural medicine for your gut, your bones, your heart, and your aging body. In fact, if I had to choose just one food to support healthy aging from the inside out, this would be it. Next on our list of powerhouse foods for life after 60 is a leafy green that doesn't get nearly enough attention. Arugula. It might look delicate, but don't be fooled. Arugula is a nutritional warrior. This peppery, slightly bitter green is part of the cruciferous family, like broccoli, kale, and cabbage. But unlike its tougher cousins, arugula is gentle on digestion, making it perfect for older adults who may struggle with heavy or gas-producing vegetables. So what makes arugula a must-have for anyone over 60? Let's start with its liver-supporting properties. The phytonutrients in arugula help the liver process toxins more efficiently. A healthy liver is crucial for aging well. It supports metabolism, hormone balance, and detoxification. When your liver works better, your entire body feels lighter and clearer. Then there's the antioxidant content. Arugula is rich in vitamin C, vitamin A, and vitamin K1. These nutrients play key roles in protecting the skin from aging, strengthening your bones, and boosting immunity. In fact, vitamin K1 is essential for helping your blood clot properly, especially important if you're on blood-thinning medications or have had circulation issues. But perhaps most exciting is arugula's role in cardiovascular and sexual health. You see, arugula is high in dietary nitrates, which your body converts into nitric oxide, a compound that relaxes blood vessels and improves circulation. This can lead to lower blood pressure, reduced risk of heart disease, and even improvements in libido and erectile function. For many people over 60, these are not just health issues, they're quality of life issues. Improved circulation means more energy, better memory, and even stronger exercise performance. In other words, arugula helps you feel younger from the inside out. Another major benefit of arugula is that it's low in oxalates. Oxalates are compounds found in foods like spinach and almonds that can bind with calcium and form kidney stones. For older adults, particularly those with a history of stones or kidney issues, arugula offers all the green leafy goodness, without the risk. And it's incredibly easy to use. You don't need to cook it, steam it, or do anything fancy. Just toss a handful into your salad or use it as a bed under grilled chicken or fish. Add a drizzle of extra virgin olive oil, a sprinkle of sea salt, and you've got yourself a gourmet-level side dish packed with flavour and health benefits. Want to kick it up a notch? Pair arugula with citrus fruits like oranges or grapefruit. The vitamin C helps with the absorption of plant-based iron found in greens like arugula, an essential boost for those trying to keep their iron levels strong without red meat. You can also blend arugula into smoothies or mix it with eggs in the morning. It wilts beautifully into soups or stir-fries without becoming soggy or overpowering. That versatility makes it one of the most accessible greens around. And let's not forget, arugula has anti-cancer properties too. Its high levels of glucosinolates help the body fight off abnormal cell growth, especially in the breast, prostate and colon. For those with a family history of cancer, this is no small benefit. So, if you've been relying on iceberg lettuce or spinach in your daily salad, it's time for an upgrade. Arugula isn't just a leafy green, it's a vibrant, nutrient-dense shield against inflammation, poor circulation, and age-related decline. The kind of food that doesn't just nourish your body, it empowers it. Make arugula a regular part of your week, and your body will thank you with better digestion, improved energy, and a stronger heart. There's a reason salmon often tops the list of healthiest foods, and for those over 60, wild-caught salmon isn't just food. It's a form of daily medicine. Let's break down why this vibrant pink fish is so powerful for aging bodies. The first thing you need to know is that wild-caught salmon is one of the richest natural sources of omega-3 fatty acids. These are the healthy fats that your body can't produce on its own but absolutely needs, especially as you age. Omega-3s are anti-inflammatory superheroes. They help reduce joint pain, improve heart health, and keep the brain sharp. And for anyone over 60, brain function becomes more and more important with each passing year. Studies have shown that regular consumption of omega-3s may reduce the risk of Alzheimer's disease and cognitive decline. It's not a miracle cure, but it's one of the best tools we have to preserve memory and focus. That's why doctors often recommend eating fatty fish at least twice a week, but not all salmon is created equal. When we say wild-caught, we mean fish that live and feed in their natural habitat, not farm-raised on artificial feed. Wild salmon contains more omega-3s, fewer toxins, and a better fat-to-protein ratio that supports stable blood sugar levels. It's this kind of balance that makes wild salmon so good for people managing diabetes, heart disease, or weight concerns. In fact, that fat-to-protein ratio helps keep insulin levels low, something we've already established is key to long-term health. Foods that don't spike insulin allow your body to stay in a more balanced state, reducing your risk for many chronic diseases. And the benefits go far beyond the brain. Wild salmon is excellent for the heart. The omega-3s improve blood flow, lower triglycerides, and help prevent the buildup of plaque in the arteries. In one study, older adults who ate fatty fish regularly had a lower risk of heart attack, stroke, and sudden cardiac death. That's not just impressive, it's life-saving. But there's more. Salmon is packed with vitamin D, a nutrient that becomes harder to absorb from sunlight as we age. Low vitamin D levels are linked to weakened bones, poor immune function, and even depression. Just one serving of wild-caught salmon can provide over 100% of your daily vitamin D needs. You'll also get a strong dose of selenium, a powerful mineral that protects the thyroid and supports cellular repair. Plus, there's astaxanthin, the compound that gives salmon its red-pink color. Astaxanthin is one of the most potent antioxidants known to science, helping to reduce oxidative stress and promote healthy skin, eyes, and immune function. Another important feature, it's easy to digest. Many older adults deal with slower digestion or trouble breaking down red meat. Salmon, with its soft, flaky texture and high fat content, is gentle on the stomach. Whether grilled, baked or poached, it's a delicious way to nourish your body without overloading your system. Now let's talk practical. Preparing salmon doesn't need to be complicated. One of the best ways is to bake a fillet at 375 degrees Fahrenheit with a little olive oil, lemon juice, and fresh herbs like dill or parsley. Cook it for 12 to 15 minutes, and you've got a gourmet-level meal in under 20 minutes. You can pair it with a side of arugula or steamed vegetables, and even flake leftovers into an omelette or salad the next day. It's versatile, delicious, and incredibly satisfying. One quick note. Be mindful of the source. Always choose wild-caught varieties like Alaskan sockeye or coho salmon. These are less likely to contain harmful levels of mercury and other toxins found in farmed fish or large predatory species like tuna. And remember, the benefits are cumulative. Eating salmon once a month is good, but eating it consistently, even once or twice a week, is when the true transformation happens. So if you're looking for a food that supports your brain, heart, joints, immune system and mood all at once, wild-caught salmon is it. Now let's talk about one of the most underrated health treasures, cod liver. For many people, the words cod liver might bring back memories of an old-fashioned remedy or a bad-tasting spoonful from childhood. But let me assure you, this ancient superfood is making a comeback, and for people over 60, it's one of the most powerful foods you can add to your diet. So why is cod liver so special? Let's start with the basics. Cod liver is incredibly nutrient-dense. In just a small serving, you get a rich concentration of omega-3 fatty acids, vitamin A, vitamin D, vitamin K2, iodine and B vitamins. And these aren't just ordinary nutrients, these are essential for aging gracefully. First up, omega-3 fatty acids. Like salmon, cod liver is high in EPA and DHA, two critical omega-3s that support heart health, brain function and joint mobility. If you're dealing with stiffness in the morning or forgetfulness creeping in, these fats help reduce inflammation and keep your body running smoothly. But cod liver takes it a step further. It's one of the richest sources of natural vitamin A, specifically retinol, the active form your body can actually use. Vitamin A supports your eyes, immune system and skin. It helps prevent infections and is especially helpful in maintaining healthy mucous membranes, your sinuses, lungs and even your digestive tract. This is crucial as we age, since our ability to absorb and store vitamin A tends to decline. Next is vitamin D, and this is where cod liver really shines. Many older adults are deficient in vitamin D, especially those who live in cooler climates or spend less time outdoors. Low vitamin D has been linked to everything from weaker bones to depression, muscle weakness and immune system issues. Cod liver gives you a natural, bioavailable source of this critical nutrient, and it does so without needing sun exposure or supplements. Just 1 tablespoon can give you more than 100% of your daily recommended intake. Now, let's talk about vitamin K2, another unsung hero in healthy aging. Vitamin K2 works hand in hand with vitamin D to direct calcium to the bones and teeth, rather than letting it accumulate in the arteries or joints. This helps prevent artery calcification and keeps your bones strong, especially important for older adults at risk of fractures or osteoporosis. Cod liver is also high in iodine, which supports thyroid function. As you get older, your thyroid can slow down, leading to fatigue, weight gain or brain fog. Keeping iodine levels balanced is a subtle but powerful way to maintain overall energy and metabolism. And don't forget the B vitamins, especially B12 and B6, which support nerve health, red blood cell production and mood stability. Together, these nutrients help reduce homocysteine levels, which are linked to heart disease and cognitive decline. So now that you know cod liver is a nutritional goldmine, let's talk about how to enjoy it. You can find canned wild-caught cod liver, especially from Iceland or Norway, in many health food stores or online. It's soft in texture, slightly rich, and packed in its own oil, which is also beneficial. If the taste is too strong for you, cod liver oil is another excellent option. Just make sure it's cold-pressed, pure, and from a trusted source. A simple serving idea. Spread cod liver on a slice of whole grain or seed cracker. Add a squeeze of lemon and a sprinkle of black pepper. It's rich, satisfying, and deeply nourishing. Even better, cod liver has a 5:1 fat-to-protein ratio, meaning it keeps your insulin levels stable and supports a state of mild ketosis, which helps with energy, weight management, and mental clarity. One important note, because it's so nutrient-rich, you don't need a lot. Just a small portion once or twice a week is enough to unlock its full benefits. So, if you've never tried cod liver or gave it up years ago, it might be time to give this classic a second chance. It's not just good for you, it's one of the most powerful, natural medicines you can eat, especially after 60. Let's turn to something a little more familiar, but far more powerful than most people realize: pecans. At first glance, pecans might seem like just another tasty snack to throw on top of a dessert or mix into a trail mix. But when you look closer, pecans are actually one of the healthiest nuts you can eat, especially for people over 60. In fact, they may be the most overlooked superfood in your pantry. So what makes pecans so valuable? First, let's talk net carbs. Out of all the common nuts, pecans have the lowest net carbohydrate content. In a 1-cup serving, you get about 14 grams of total carbs, but 10 grams of that is fiber. That means you're only getting about 4 grams of net carbs, a perfect fit for anyone trying to manage blood sugar or follow a low-carb diet. Why does that matter? Well, as we age, insulin resistance becomes more common, and excess sugar in the bloodstream contributes to inflammation, weight gain, fatigue, and even cognitive decline. Eating foods like pecans, low in carbs but rich in healthy fats, helps stabilize blood sugar and keep insulin levels in check. Now on to fat, and lots of it. Pecans are about 71% fat, and not just any fat. These are heart-healthy monounsaturated fats, the kind that supports cholesterol balance, reduces inflammation, and fuels your brain. Even better, pecans have a 7:1 fat-to-protein ratio, which means they have minimal impact on insulin and help you stay full and satisfied for hours. They're also incredibly rich in antioxidants. In fact, among all nuts, pecans rank the highest in antioxidant content. Antioxidants fight free radicals, which are unstable molecules that speed up aging, damage tissues, and increase the risk of diseases like diabetes, heart disease, and Alzheimer's. Just a small handful of pecans can significantly boost your body's defense system. But pecans aren't just about fat and fiber. They're also loaded with essential nutrients. Let's start with zinc and copper. These two minerals are crucial for immune function, collagen formation, and cellular repair. Zinc helps your immune system fight off illness more effectively, while copper plays a key role in iron absorption and maintaining healthy bones and blood vessels. When found together, as they are in pecans, they work in harmony to keep your body resilient. Next is vitamin B1, also known as thiamine. This vitamin is essential for converting food into energy, supporting your nervous system, and reducing the effects of stress and fatigue. Pecans are a fantastic source of B1, and that's especially important for seniors who may have a harder time absorbing B vitamins from other sources. And here's another big benefit. Pecans are low in oxalates. Oxalates are compounds found in many foods, like spinach and almonds, that can bind with calcium and form kidney stones. If you've ever had a kidney stone, you know how painful they are. Choosing low oxalate nuts like pecans can reduce your risk, especially if you're prone to stone formation. So how can you add pecans to your daily routine? It's easy. Keep a small container of raw or lightly roasted pecans in your kitchen or bag. Eat a small handful after meals to help control blood sugar and cravings. Add chopped pecans to a salad with leafy greens and olive oil. Sprinkle them over yogurt or oatmeal, or even blend them into smoothies for a creamy, nutty texture. If you like baking or low-carb desserts, pecans are the perfect base for keto crusts or toppings, offering both crunch and nutrition. And remember, when you eat pecans, you're not just enjoying a delicious snack. You're supporting your brain, heart, and immune system with one of nature's most perfectly designed foods. Simple, satisfying, and deeply nourishing. Pecans are the quiet champion of healthy aging. Now let's talk about one of the oldest health elixirs in the world, extra virgin olive oil. It's more than just a kitchen staple. It's a cornerstone of Mediterranean longevity, the reason some of the world's longest living populations thrive well into their 80s, 90s and beyond. But what makes this oil so powerful? Let's start with the basics. Real extra virgin olive oil is 100% fat. That means it contains 0 carbs, 0 protein, and therefore has 0 impact on your blood sugar or insulin. For people over 60, that's huge. Managing insulin sensitivity becomes more important as we age, and olive oil does this effortlessly, but not all olive oils are created equal. The kind you want is cold-pressed extra virgin olive oil, with a bold, slightly peppery taste and a grassy aroma. That bite in the back of your throat? That's a natural anti-inflammatory compound called oleocanthal, and it works similarly to ibuprofen, reducing pain and inflammation throughout the body. A study even showed that oleocanthal reduces inflammatory markers in a way comparable to over-the-counter NSAIDs. So, yes, that salad dressing might just be doing more than adding flavour. It could be quietly lowering your chronic joint pain or muscle stiffness. Olive oil is also rich in polyphenols, antioxidants that protect your cells from aging and oxidative stress. These polyphenols have been linked to lower rates of heart disease, stroke, Alzheimer's disease, and certain cancers. Some studies suggest they may even help extend telomeres, the protective caps on your DNA which are closely linked to lifespan. Now let's talk about the brain. One of the compounds in olive oil, oleuropein, has been shown to help reduce beta-amyloid plaque buildup, a key factor in Alzheimer's disease. That means a daily dose of olive oil could be one of the simplest, most natural ways to protect memory and cognition as we age, but the benefits don't stop there. Olive oil is loaded with vitamin E, which supports skin, eye and immune health, and vitamin K, which plays a key role in blood clotting and bone density. It also contains magnesium and potassium, 2 minerals that help regulate blood pressure and muscle function. And because olive oil is a healthy fat, it helps your body absorb fat-soluble vitamins like A, D, E and K from other foods. In fact, without enough fat in your diet, you may be missing out on key nutrients from vegetables, even if you eat them every day. That's one reason why Mediterranean meals always include olive oil on greens, beans, fish or bread. It's not just about taste. It's about maximizing nutrition. So how should you use it? Drizzle it on salads. Mix it with balsamic vinegar for a dip. Add it to steamed vegetables. Use it on cooked fish or meats. Or even take a small spoonful by itself each day. Here's a tip. Avoid cooking olive oil at high heat as it can degrade some of its beneficial compounds. Instead, use it raw or at low heat and save other fats like avocado oil for higher heat cooking. When buying olive oil, always look for extra virgin on the label, a dark glass bottle to protect it from light, a harvest or expiration date within the last 18 months, country of origin or estate bottling for traceability. You'll often find the best oils are from Italy, Greece or Spain, though great options exist globally. Ultimately, extra virgin olive oil is more than food. It's liquid medicine. It fights inflammation, supports the heart and brain, helps regulate insulin and boosts nutrient absorption, all while tasting amazing. For people over 60, adding olive oil to your daily routine is one of the easiest and most effective habits you can adopt. And now, we arrive at what may be the most surprising superfood on our list, sauerkraut. At first glance, it may seem like nothing more than a tart condiment you throw on a hot dog. But beneath its simple appearance lies a fermented powerhouse of gut-healing, immune-boosting and age-defying benefits, especially for those over 60. So, what makes sauerkraut so special? It starts with fermentation. Sauerkraut is made by fermenting shredded cabbage with salt. This simple process transforms the cabbage into a rich source of live probiotics or beneficial bacteria. These probiotics help balance the gut microbiome, the complex ecosystem inside your intestines that affects everything from digestion and immunity to mood and brain health. As we age, our gut flora tends to weaken. Years of antibiotics, stress, processed food and low-fiber diets can cause a decline in beneficial bacteria. This can lead to issues like constipation, bloating, weakened immunity and even cognitive decline. But fermented foods like sauerkraut can help rebuild and repopulate your gut with good microbes. Unlike yogurt, which is pasteurized and often contains added sugars, sauerkraut provides raw, living strains of bacteria that survive the journey to your intestines. There, they help break down food, produce nutrients, and defend against harmful invaders. But the gut isn't the only area sauerkraut helps. This humble food is also loaded with nutrients. 1 cup of sauerkraut contains over 700 milligrams of vitamin C, nearly 10 times your daily need, high levels of vitamin K2, which helps move calcium out of your arteries and into your bones, a rare compound called vitamin U, known for its ability to heal ulcers, reduce gut inflammation, and improve acid reflux, cruciferous vegetable compounds that fight cancer and detoxify the liver. That's an incredible nutrient package from something most people overlook at the grocery store. And because it's low in calories and very low in carbohydrates, sauerkraut is ideal for those on low-carb or insulin-sensitive diets. Just 1.9 net grams of carbs per cup. That's it, all while delivering fiber and micronutrients. But perhaps the most underrated benefit is how sauerkraut affects your brain. Your gut and brain are connected by what scientists call the gut-brain axis. When your gut bacteria are out of balance, it can lead to symptoms like brain fog, depression, and anxiety. But feeding your gut with fermented foods has been shown to reduce inflammation, regulate mood, and improve cognitive function, especially in aging adults. So if you're feeling mentally sluggish or emotionally off, don't underestimate the power of this tangy cabbage dish. Now, let's talk preparation. The best sauerkraut is raw and unpasteurized. You'll usually find it in the refrigerated section of health food stores, not in the canned goods aisle. Look for labels that say live cultures or fermented, or better yet, make it at home. All you need is cabbage, salt, and a little patience. To enjoy sauerkraut, add a spoonful to your eggs in the morning, serve it with meats or fish as a tangy side, use it as a topping for grain bowls or avocado toast, or eat it straight from the jar as a snack. Just don't heat it or you'll kill the probiotics. Eat it raw and chilled to get the full benefit. For older adults, sauerkraut offers a simple, low-cost solution to some of the most frustrating health issues: poor digestion, low energy, immune weakness, and inflammation. And if the idea of eating fermented cabbage sounds too weird, remember, people have been enjoying it for thousands of years across cultures. From Germany to Korea to China, fermented vegetables have long been prized for their healing power. Sauerkraut is one of the few natural foods that supports your gut, brain, immune system, skin and bones all at once. It's not glamorous, but it works. And sometimes the simplest things make the biggest difference, especially after 60. Let's take a moment to reflect on the journey we've taken today. We didn't just talk about food, we explored a mindset, a way of treating your body with the same respect and care you might give a loved one. Because after 60, your body becomes your wisest friend, your loyal companion, and your most honest mirror. It speaks softly through aches, energy dips, or blood pressure readings. And if you listen closely, it tells you exactly what it needs. From the humble walnut to the vibrant sauerkraut, these are not exotic superfoods reserved for the rich or trendy. They are down-to-earth healing gifts from nature, often overlooked, often underestimated. They don't come with flashy packaging or a pharmaceutical label, but they carry something even more powerful: generations of wisdom and centuries of healing. The truth is, many of us were never taught how to eat for vitality. We were taught how to eat for convenience, for taste, or worse, out of habit. But aging gives us the perfect reason to slow down, rethink and rebuild. Every cup of hibiscus tea, every spoonful of flaxseed becomes a quiet rebellion against decline. A soft but firm declaration: I still choose strength, I still choose life. And here's a comforting truth: you don't have to change everything overnight. Health isn't built in a day. It's built in layers, one mindful choice at a time. Maybe tomorrow you add avocado to your breakfast. Maybe next week you swap soda for green tea. Every step counts, every improvement compounds. Let food be your medicine, but let love be your motivation. Because staying healthy after 60 isn't about chasing youth. It's about honoring the wisdom, the resilience and the years you've earned. It's about enjoying the small things again, like waking up with energy, taking a walk without pain, or laughing without getting winded. You deserve all of that, and it starts with what's on your plate.